Soul Talk. Soul Talk.
Mbokodo, if you just joined us, a very warm welcome to Mbokodo. On the show today, we're talking about the impact and the influence of female magazines on women. And we are joined by the editor of True Love, Miss Lerato Tshabalala. And we've been speaking to her, and you're still with us. I'm so happy. We were talking about catering to a woman in all her, in her fullness, in her completeness. And I think at the heart of it is again trying to find that balance, because some of the research that I gathered, you find that it's very difficult for magazines to find a balance. Either you find that they are too much focused on gossip and fashion, or they are just too hectic and they're focusing on issues that you don't really want to deal with. With you, how do you find that balance? I mean, you were speaking a little bit about the fact that you have that new section in your magazine. How are you going to continue having that balance in your magazine?
We do it with great difficulty, huge difficulty. But at the same time, it's important to try and find that balance. I think in ordinary life, women are trying to get balance anyway. And I think we do it in difficulty in real life. So even a magazine is difficult as well. But the nice thing is that when you have a great team and people are very involved and you're already working with women, so when you have women writing for other women, it makes it much, much easier, because then you can't say do this if inside already people are saying, no, we don't buy into it. And my philosophy is, if we're sitting at an editorial meeting and we don't believe in it, we can't write about it or have it in the magazine. If we don't know the person, if we don't feel strongly about this, we're leaving it. So we must orient to what we're writing about and what we're communicating to the public, because that's the only way they can be like, okay. And now if I get interviewed and you want to tell me, why did you do this? Then I can stand behind it, as opposed to I did it just because,
But isn't this exactly the I think what makes True Love so different from other magazines is the fact that you guys are so genuine and so connected to your readers. I love the idea that if it doesn't resonate with you, you can't put it down. So you have to be true and honest and authentic about what it is that you put on paper, because you understand the implications that it will have on whoever's going to be reading it.
Completely. I mean, before I started here, I worked for the Sunday Times. Before I started working at True Love, and I had a very different Twitter personality. Okay, and when I became the editor of True Love, I was aware that I can't do certain things, that I have to work a particular way. And I think you must be so mindful of the fact that you're talking to women who've been reading this magazine for 40 years. It's theirs. It's not yours, it's theirs. They vote with their money. Every time somebody buys a magazine, they're saying, thank you, I believe in what you're saying, I stand behind you. And so you must stand behind what you're saying as well, so that they don't feel that you're kulmamang, Yeah.
How have you seen True Love inform the perception and I suppose the expectations of women in South Africa?
Jacqui, it's been so amazing to see people feel validated when you put somebody like a dark girl on the cover, or somebody who's pregnant, because in that way you're saying we are every woman's magazine. And I think that is the most strongest way we have influenced the perception of us out there, particularly with beauty. I find that with black people, there's always like a problem. Who's beautiful? Is a light-skinned girl beautiful? Is a girl with a weave beautiful? Is it a girl with dreadlocks who's beautiful? And the person who's on the cover communicates what you're going to see in the magazine. So I'm very strict on finding and having as many different cover girls as possible. We also only do local, no international people. So in a way, we're also saying we big up the South African women. We love every kind of South African woman. So that has been, I think, our biggest influence in saying every woman is beautiful, and you will see yourself and people who look like you in this magazine.
And again, that resonates so powerfully with me, because we're constantly being fed these perceptions that being beautiful is this, being a woman is this, and what you're basically saying is that for every woman, that's a different person.
Of course.
And you can see yourself on the cover of this magazine. And I think that's probably the most powerful thing that you can ever say to a woman, that it's okay for you to be you. And there is worth and value in you, because it's not necessarily correct to kind of say that because Jacqui looks like this, therefore this is the definition of beauty. Because Lerato looks like this is the definition of beauty. You're just creating a space for everybody to feel like there is a sense of worth that they can have.
Of course, and that just because Jacqui's wearing a weave does not mean she has no depth. You know, there's this odd perception that people with natural hair have depth. No, it's a hair choice. Yeah. So every woman has something valuable to contribute to the world. Every woman. And some people are giving valuable things with their hands. Some of us, we are lucky enough to write and put things out there. And you talk to women all the time on TV. Somebody who's sitting at home and probably thinking, ish, they switch on this channel and they get inspired. So, you know, it's so important to make every woman feel like this is your experience, and you're worthy, you know, from whether you're dark, whether you're big, whoever you are, you can rise above your circumstances and do better. And if people find that through reading True Love, then I have done my life's work. What
do you think, just in general, should be the role of magazines in women's lives? Because I think it's probably the one area in terms of media where you find that it's the agenda, the content is driven by women for women, and everywhere else there seems to be a disconnection with. You find that it's either a man who's at the helm of it, but I just seem to find that magazines are the one place where it feels like we can be all women and be true and genuine to ourselves. So what do you think is your role in terms of what you've been given, at least the responsibility being given, in terms of making a difference in women's lives, I think?
Look, I think magazines are at a sad place because unlike television, which is already in the house, which you can switch on, and the internet, which you can find at work, on your PC, you have to go out and seek a magazine. So if you look and you think, I don't like this, you just choose not to buy it. So the most important thing I think magazines are here to do is to build a connection with their readers. We need to make you feel like, okay, we're a part of you. And then that's a surface answer. The deeper answer is that we are here to make a woman feel relaxed and informed. You know, there's so many things that are depressing about the world. Whether you read newspapers or watch the news, you'll be depressed. You don't read a magazine because you want to feel like that. You want to, at the end of it, when you close a magazine like True Love, to be like, that was great. You know, sit in the bathroom till your feet are wrinkled, till the water gets cold, you know. And I say that is part of the emotional connection. That is part of saying that is what we're here to do. We're here to make you feel special. We're here to life, not to take away to your life. And we are so privileged that you chose to read us, that we will treat you with a sense of respect. So that is the deeper answer to just like, we thank you for buying us and we're here to just give you nice things and nice pictures. You know?
Lerato, in closing, what has been the proudest moments of being the editor of True Love for you?
I think without a doubt is working with a great group of people. You see, when you have people who are amazing who work with you, because nobody works for me, but when you have great people who work with you, they make you look good. And when you are aware that you need to acknowledge those people, you know, even though I'm sitting here by myself, I'm here because there's a group of people who are at work right now at their computers. Some of them are interviewing people. And they're all doing it so I can sit here and tell my story to you. And so these everyday moments when we're signing off pages and we get a great cover girl and we're excited to see the pictures. It's the team. I am absolutely nothing without them. So that is one of my proudest moments, to work with an amazing team. I'm very privileged.
Oh, thank you. You've made this one of my proudest moments. Meeting you has been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks, Jacqui. This was amazing.
And I think from everybody who's going to be watching the show today is going to know Jorge. True Love is in really good hands. Thank you for really personalizing your work and taking it so seriously and understanding the responsibility that you have to being at the helm of it. All the best. All the best, Lerato.
Thank you so much. And this show is so important for other women. It's so important. We need to big each other up as sisters all the time. So you're doing great work. I'm so privileged to have been here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Mbokodo, we'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Pick and Pay price drop is back, with even lower prices on the things you need. We've dropped the price of 2 liters of Sunfoil sunflower oil to $29.99 plus triple points. 1 kilo of Helios light medium fat spread drops to $16.99. And 500 grams of Escort red or smoked Viennas fall to $16.99 each. And to save more on price drop, visit the kiosk and print your vouchers. Only at Pick and Pay. Always there for you.
Tshedimosetso is a show that aims to give you a platform to announce all your up-and-coming events every Thursday evenings. All you have to do is tune into Soweto TV at 7:15 and join Bobo Muhlasedi as we inform you on what is happening in and around Soweto.
Is it entertainment that you're looking for? Well, Urban Explosion is here to give you celebrity guests,